everyone. Today, our topic is going to be eggs. So we're going to be cooking eggs. And the first thing I have to tell you is because we won't be cooking a lot of things, I need to put my gloves on, right? So I carry my disposable gloves and I'm going to put them on. The other thing, we'll be doing a lot of things today. So first thing is we're going to make mayonnaise from scratch. And for making mayonnaise from scratch, you need pasteurized eggs, not pastured eggs, pasteurized. See, and it comes only in liquid form. Actually, you can't get whole pasteurized eggs. I realized after I went to 3 shopping stations. We'll use that because that egg is supposed to have, like mayonnaise is created with raw eggs. You don't cook mayonnaise. So that's why you need pasteurized eggs. The other eggs I got is the white eggs because there's no difference between brown eggs and white eggs. Cage-free eggs is also the same. Don't worry about it. Don't pay too much money for that cage-free eggs. What you do need to give money for is actually if you get pasture-raised eggs, which means there are chickens which get at least 51% of their food from pastures. So that's the reason of pasteurized eggs, which is a process which kills all the salmonella that you get in the eggs, right? The problem with salmonella is it can be under the skin of the egg. So you really can't take it off by washing or bleaching or anything. And that happens very rarely, but you might get into it, right? If you boil it, it's all gone. 180 degrees, everything dies. So don't worry about if you cook the eggs. Also, I got some milk. I'll try to make French omelet. Promises not to be kept because I've tried it with the induction oven with a steel pan. Doesn't work very well. The taste comes out, but the finished product is not as perfect, right? So just telling you up front. We're going to use the lettuce as lettuce cups for those omelets or the soft. We're all going to do poached eggs also. So you'll see me make poached eggs. I'll not make too many of that because it takes time and you have to do one at a time, right? I'll show you how to make it. And then we will do the French omelet if I can, like I said. And the biggest thing we'll do is the egg salad. So at the end, we are going to make egg salad. And we'll use the mayonnaise to make the egg salad. So our own mayonnaise we'll use for our egg salad. You'll know exactly where the mayonnaise came from and what we can use. I'm not going to do a regular egg salad. I do have some enhancements, as I call it, to make it a little more healthy too, which is some vegetables, peppers, celery, and to give it a little flavor, chives and spring onions, right? And shallot. If some people like onions in their food, shallot's a very good thing. I also use it for omelet, but you know, it depends if you want it or not, and I'll add. And some jalapeno, you know. End of the day, I think the little heat kind of adds spice to everything. So that's it, folks, and let's get started cooking. So pasteurized eggs, always when you do raw eggs, this is the way to go, okay? Don't use these eggs if you can. I have used them, I can tell you. I didn't know about the pasteurized egg before, so I've used raw eggs. So far not sick yet, but it's a chance. If you never want to take a chance.
Are you saying when you say use raw eggs, as in eat the raw eggs?
No, when we'll make mayonnaise today, right?
Right.
When I make mayonnaise, you'll see mayonnaise is nothing but eggs directly with oil and mustard.
Not cooked.
Not cooked.
Yeah.
It's just emulsified.
Okay, so you're saying it's with cooked. Cooked things are fine.
Cooked things are fine.
Yeah.
Once anything goes above 165,
Okay.
all those pesky things are gone other than viruses. Okay, virus is something you can't kill with heat. So that's when you have to be aware about who has the virus, how can it come to me, all those thoughts, right? So other than virus, bacteria, mold, everything dies after eating.
So do you need to wash these eggs before putting in the
No,
pan,
no,
right? Okay.
no,
Okay.
none. If you're cooking it,
Just do it.
Just
Okay.
do it.
That's what I do. So I'm like, okay, maybe I'm not doing it right.
So once, so just to let you know, Jenna is doing the hard-boiled eggs, which is a part of your
Egg salad.
egg salad. Before that, hard-boiled, soft-boiled eggs, I've been in there.
Yeah.
So the time here, I have to call out. It says 12 minutes after simmering. We put it in cold water. We started with the cold water first time to heat it up to 20 minutes. So guess what? The 12-minute simmering is like after that, kind of took a little toss, but because it's hard-boiled, I didn't have to worry too much about it. That hard-boiled can be cooked a little more, but if you want that perfect soft-boiled eggs, usually what I do is I boil the water, put them in, and then do 6 minutes, and then cold water it, right? But boiled eggs, usually you're supposed to start with cold water, let it boil, simmer it down, and then do the 12-minute timer, right? In a gas oven, great idea. Or if you're doing a single egg, because little water, faster, everything. So time and temperature is something which is very dependent on environment, right? And that's what the problem is. So whenever you do recipes, use your common knowledge. So that's why they say boil it and then simmer it and then do the 12 minutes. And make sure you keep that temperature and then come down. So, but soft boiled eggs is tricky, hard boiled is not so much. The hard boiled are hard boiled at the end of the day. So I'm going to start with doing the first thing, which is mayonnaise. I'm going to start with doing the first thing, which is mayonnaise, because we're going to use the mayonnaise in our egg salad. I got that for the egg salad. And then if you want, I'm going to use my gloves because one thing I have to say is they're also, I got it out from the fridge, right? So it can't be out for more than 4 hours because after that the temperature goes up and all that things, right? The eggs, because we're going to cook, I don't care. I do have a cooler bag, so I got it out of the cooler bag just before the class, and I have ice packs in it, so it's like my temporary cooling thing. But I'm going to use some of it, and then I'm going to put the rest in. And because you're going to eat the mayonnaise straight, I'm not going to cook it. I'm going to use my gloves for it, right? Anything, like if I do salads, I do the same thing. I use gloves, and these are disposable gloves, so you're not supposed to use and reuse. It just goes in once and throws it out. There are disposable gloves here for everyone, but last time I used it and it didn't fit my hands. It was very hard to manage cooking with that, so I just got mine today.
One question.
Yes.
I didn't realize we were making mayonnaise. What is the advantage of making it as opposed to getting it from a jar?
For me, the main thing is I know what's in there. Number two, in a jar, there will always be stabilizers, a preservative, right, to make it long lasting. These mayonnaise will not last as long as the jar ones. But I think for me, less preservatives is better food. That's why it's healthier.
How long will it last?
What's it?
How long will it last?
I have kept it in the fridge for a month for sure, not an issue, but again, time, temperature, right? You have to sterilize the container, most probably, right? If you put it there. Otherwise, the container itself might start doing things. But for a month, it's fine. You can keep it longer. It depends how we store it and everything else. But yes, for a month, it stays perfect. I've used it really much. Good questions. Also, instead of using the Ninja blender, I'm going to use this thing today because mayonnaise needs a lot of whipping. We're going to do mayonnaise first. 1 egg is equal to, and it tells you here, it's 3 tablespoons, I think, is an egg. So we're going to use 3 tablespoons, which is 6 tablespoons of that. I have sugar, 1 teaspoon. So I have my teaspoon here too. Tablespoon and a teaspoon. Little bit of salt, so half teaspoon salt. 1.5 cup of vegetable oil. And someone asked me about vegetable oil. Remember that? The reason we're using vegetable oil for mayonnaise is because it doesn't have any flavor. You don't want your mayonnaise to have flavor until you know that, oh, I'm going to use this mayonnaise for this thing and I want that kind of flavor, right? Otherwise, this is the best thing. And it's not as bad because we're not cooking it. It's just going straight into it. Hydrogenation is, okay, so your trans fat is 0, unsaturated is 8 grams, and monosaturated is 3.5 grams. So it's not bad at all.
So you could also use canola.
You can also use canola, right? You can use olive oil instead. Not a big problem, right? You can use any flavored oil. that gives you or mayonnaise that kind of profile, right? Like last time we did, I think, one of those things with olive oil, remember? And it was flavored that way. The hummus.
Yeah.
The hummus we did with olive oil because we wanted the hummus to kind of have that olive oil flavor. We did the tahini with the olive oil, right? So another trick here. So the main ingredients: olive oil, 1.5 cups, right? As you can see, 2 eggs and 3 cups of oil. That's a lot of oil, right? That's a lot of mayonnaise too, only for 1 egg, right? And then we use vinegar as a stabilizer, right? I like using a little mustard on my mayonnaise because I think it gives a slightly kind of tangy flavor to it. So I will use mustard on this one. You can use lemon juice too, but lemon juice is organic. And what happens with me is I feel personally that if you want to keep the mayonnaise for longer, better to use vinegar than lemon because lemon can bring its own things in there, right? It's a produce, right? So that's the reason I like vinegar. Now, you can see I've labeled it vinegar because I took it from a big jar like that in my house. I don't want to use that vinegar because it's there for cleaning. And I'm like, I don't know what they did with that, so I just brought my own vinegar, which actually I labeled here, as you can see, right, for use. So let's get started. A trick, I'm going to use this as a bowl, by the way, and you'll see how I do it. Trick to making it stable, because I'm using my own hand to do this, is put a wet rag under it and it sticks to it. For any bowl, that's a very good trick to have. When the bowl doesn't stir, and you put 1/8 is 1/4, it's not even. That's all it gets. By the way, this is not as white. If you buy McCormick, it's very white, but it's like 6 times the cost. So I'm like, you know what? Don't need it. That's where it went. Okay, and sugar, 1 teaspoon. So that's 2 teaspoons for us, right? So, and the eggs, we're going to blend the 3 together. I think it's 1 egg is 3 tablespoons, if I read right. So that's what we're going to do. The other thing I do sometimes is, you know, the egg whites are the ones that may contain the salmonella. Yolks usually does not. So just use the yolks for mayonnaise.
Can you say that again?
Whites usually contain the salmonella for the mayonnaise, for the eggs. So if you use the yolks, then you don't have to worry too much about pasteurization. Just a thought. Okay. I don't know. I like the mustard in the mayonnaise. I didn't put it in the recipe, but that's the optional things, right?
Yeah.
So I like a little bit of mustard. How much did just the vinegar is for me? How much?
2 tablespoons.
2 tablespoons. So take my vinegar. I'm not going to replace it completely. Okay. I'm just going to have just a little dash of it. So a little dash to me is like, that's enough, kind of. And you won't even know it's there. Then,
Let's do it. Do oil, right?
okay?
You do oil, right?
No, I just did the mustard with the peppers. The oil is going to be used for, the oil is called emulsion. So we have to emulsify the egg with the oil, right?
What I'm saying, vinegar goes later.
Vinegar goes later, yes. Right? First half cup, then where's my cup? I did wash it up. Here.
That water.
Okay. So, by the way, if your mayonnaise is not doing well, yeah, it's a lot of oil, like I said.
3 cups, right?
Your whole mayonnaise is actually oil and nothing else but oil. See how I'm doing it? With one hand slow grip and the other hand is doing the churning. That's what let's do. That's 1 cup, right? Okay. Now I have to add the vinegar. Again, we have to do it slow speed.
You have to 3 cup oil
Yeah, I did 1 cup. I'll do 2 more cups. Half and half, right? Half cup first, and then 2, 3, 4, right? 3 tablespoons? Yeah? Okay. Start. I want to show you some things. If you look at it, it's still liquid.
Yeah.
Right? You're like, where's the mayo? When I start adding the oil.
Oh, really?
Yes.
That'll turn it white.
It'll turn it yellowish white. That's why we needed this. Okay, done. I'm going to make poach now. One egg, 1 tablespoon white vinegar. Very simple. You need the vinegar again so that the egg whites get cooked. That's the whole reason for the acid.
And it keeps them together too, right? Like so they don't spread out too much.
2 things I'll show you how to keep it together. To keep it together, there are 2 things you need to do. First off, I'm going to use this cup here. You strain the egg. I don't know if there's a strainer here. Because when you crack an egg, I'll show you. When you crack an egg, you'll see that there's a little liquidy thing comes, right? And then there's that white, nice thing, right? So you want to get that liquidy thing out. And I'll try to use this. Not the best, but we'll use this one. Okay. Yeah, thanks. Hold it. Yeah. Actually, we'll hold it in something else and then the egg on this one. Okay?
Can you just move that container? Yeah, thanks.
By the way, breaking an egg, always on a flat surface because you don't need little things there. If you strain it, see that white thing that came out?
Yeah.
The mustard, can you remove the mustard?
Oh.
You cannot see.
Oh,
So what I did was,
Thank you.
I actually strained the egg. So there's a little bit of that white liquidy thing. See that? That's what makes the poached egg all messy.
Oh.
So usually I will strain that out, have my nice, only the yolk and the round thing here, and the messy part goes out. You can put it in an omelet, do anything with it, doesn't matter.
That's why.
Right? And then once it kind of simmers, you slightly boil it. Like literally you kind of, I'll slide it in from here very gently.
Right.
So that, it doesn't get too much. And then I'll use a little spoon or something to make it, not separated. No, so that it doesn't stick under. I hope this one stays because I can't control its heat. Very gently, I'll slide it out. See?
Shake.
No, you cannot shake it. What I'll do is I'll take a spoon and slowly coax it from the bottom a little bit so that, it doesn't get stuck to the bottom. But
I see people, they do a whirlpool.
a whirlpool.
And then put it in, and it kind of keeps it together.
Yeah, but look at this one now. Nice, right? And you don't see so much like outside things on it
Yeah.
because of that. I'm just coaxing it gently from the bottom so that doesn't stick. That's all I'm doing. It'll get done now. See, now it's not stuck. It'll be way in the center and nicely done.
I'll pause this.
Like, no oil, right? That's it.
Yeah,
So,
but
like,
what makes it poached then?
because no oil. So it is dry poach. This is dry poach instead of the water poach.
But isn't it considered a fried egg?
No, you don't have oil. If it's not oil, it's not fried.
Yeah. See, I have a pan that has, but it's Teflon, a little pan like that.
Yeah, that's fine too.
That's one too. I never
Yeah.
thought that it-
But do you want to heat that all the way first too?
Which one?
The Teflon pan?
No.
Or since it doesn't,
No.
it doesn't
No,
matter.
Teflon don't heat too much actually. Because too much heating of Teflon actually
Breaks it down.
breaks it down. Yes. Teflon you should not
So
heat.
how long do you cook that for?
This one, I think
5 minutes.
it says, the poached egg says
5 minutes.
5 minutes.
So what about this one?
This one, you see if it's done. If you want over easy, you take it
Over
out.
easy.
If you want it fully done, you do it whatever you need, right?
Yeah,
But see how it's not sticking to the bottom?
yeah,
You can see it coming out, right?
right.
Right there. I mean, this is an amazing pan. I'm like, you know
To
what?
get a pan like that.
This is cool, right?
No, there's no
So
oil.
you eat eggs.
There's no oil. I
As
just,
long as you
yeah.
heat it well
Yeah.
before putting it in there.
This is
That
hot,
becomes-
so I need.
You're not going
towel.
to flip it?
Give me, no, I'm not flipping. I need a towel, a dry towel. That's it.
I'm going to buy one now.
You can get big cast iron pans.
Her
the
friend
little-
has 2 more extra.
See, look at this poached egg now. Isn't it nice and
Oh, lovely.
right? The
Yeah.
shape is perfect.
Yeah.
Yes.
Look at that.
Yeah.
Good
So,
job,
but
Shipra.
how getting it out is the problem.
No, you
No,
get
the
the
slotted
slotted
spoon.
spoon.
With the slotted spoon, yeah.
get
I'm
the
gonna have to
slotted
start
spoon.
making this for breakfast because I eat it almost every day.
Oh, then
I'm gonna have
healthiest
to
way.
vary it.
Healthiest way, right?
Yeah,
So it got stuck a little
yeah,
bit
got
because
stuck
of
a
the
little
heat.
bit. Yeah,
I can't control the heat here. This is
no, it's very hard. It's even, and I have an electric stove, and it's
Oh,
worse.
I like
Gas
gas.
is better. Gas is the best.
gas is the
There's
best.
something I can do.
So usually I like mine over easy, so I
Yeah.
do it a little bit more, and then that will be it. I'm going to shut it off now because cast iron retains heat, so the heat itself will get it
Yeah,
done.
very nice.
Right? So I think this is done too. I'll show the poached egg to you guys. Is the slotted spoon there?
No, but you turn it over. You don't want to heat it up too much that it burns or anything.
I'll take a
You know,
regular
she couldn't control the heat.
Thank you
I
guys.
mean, you're right. It doesn't
Thank you so much.
look like it.
Okay, I'm going to use a regular spoon to get this out.
But you don't boil.
Slotted spoon is better, but I don't have it, so there goes. Right?
Perfect.
That's a poached egg. French omelet. So I'm going to try it, like I said. Okay, it's going to be brown, but hopefully the taste would be good enough, and we can have it. And we can have little pieces of it. So 3 eggs. By the way, the way to crack eggs, and that's what I've been taught. What?
No, he just moved it.
Oh, okay. The way I've been taught is that if you need to crack eggs, always flat surface. Also, don't pool your eggs, which means don't put them all in the same bowl. Crack it in a smaller bowl, because if you have the shells, then you can pick them out and throw it, and then put the egg here. You don't need a machine. You can do it with a fork. You can do it with a handheld. Not a big deal. The backside. Really hard. This is too hot, by the way. You don't need this hot. Oh, wow.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, this is too hot. My God. Okay. This was too hot. That's why you see it popping up. It shouldn't be that.
It shouldn't be that.
Okay? This is way over hot. But like I said, I can't control this, so that's why I couldn't do. But you can see this would not stick at the bottom at all. That I was very sure. Like you will not have bottom. See?
So when you do it, push it in.
No. So if it was an omelet pan, I would break it, right? So that it becomes like little things in it.
Right.
Right? Because it's this pan, I'm not going to break it because then it kind of mixes up and it doesn't become the non-stick. So I can't do that here.
Okay.
Okay?
So, all right.
But
So if it was
usually
an
I
omelet,
would
you
have.
could do the
Yeah,
edges
you could do the edges, you could do the things. This one I can't.
And now,
That's the sad part. Because I like doing that. But see how non-stick,
yeah,
how it burned too much, right?
yeah,
But it is non-stick, that's for sure.
yeah.
Nice crust.
Yeah,
But it is,
it is non-stick.
I would eat it.
yeah.
Yes, the taste will be perfect, by the way.
Yeah.
And that's what we do usually. For other omelet pans, we'll be like breaking it out like that. But yeah.
Now, see,